high in the rugged heart of Colorado's Mosquito Range, where mining ghosts linger in the forest and the sky feels just within reach. Was a challenge born of grit, solitude, and soul. This is the Silverheels 100, a 106-mile foot race through the old mining ruins and high alpine trails surrounding the South Park Valley. With over 19,000 feet of relentless vertical gain, thin air, unpredictable weather, and remote trails. It's as much a test of will as it is of endurance. But this isn't just about the distance. It's about discovery, about what happens when you strip everything away and keep moving forward. This is my journey through the Silverheels 100. Okay, so here on Wednesday before the race, just doing the kind of final drop bag preparations. So this is everything I have that I intend to eat nutrition-wise in terms of not stuff from the aid station. So I've got a ton of beta fuel, some precision caffeine gels, some scratch energy chews, and then the Tailwind, some ketones, some mid-race protein, some precision fuel 90s, and then I have some kind of just random kind of like granola bar and fruit bars and stuff like that to have some real food. So plan is to look at my pacing sheet, figure out how much I need to have in each of my drop bags, and then also drop bags for the crew so they can just grab what each aid station is, and then everything I need is in that and ready to go. The evening prior to the race, Renee and I headed to the small historic town of Como, Colorado, which started as a coal town in 1871. And later became a railroad hub, and where the Como Roadhouse was built in 1881 by Italian stonemasons. 144 years later, Como is the location where this race would finish, but also where runner check-in was, and a mandatory pre-race meeting. And then head all the way home, go to bed, to sleep for 4 hours to come all the way back. Cheers to running 100 miles. The Silverheels 100 spans 106 rugged miles with nearly 19,500 feet of climbing, weaving through single-track trails, forest roads, and old mining paths. Up and over mountain passes and through wildflower-filled meadows, with an average elevation of just above 10,800 feet with 83 unique miles. At just before 4 a.m., 50, 100-mile, and 100K runners lined up at the Burning Bear trailhead to start their journey. All right, Silverheels 100 started in the first mile right now.
Good job, Taylor.
Little flat section before the first climb. A little chilly this morning, but I don't know, moving. Feel good. On the first 7.7 miles on the Burning Bear Trail, goes up and over to the handcart aid station. And then after that is when we do the big climb up onto the divide. But right now, kind of flat, little punchy climb, and then a descent. All right, coming down the first descent off of Burning Bear Trail, and gonna be popping down onto an old jeeping road here soon, up that to the divide. But before that, hitting handcart aid. Feeling really good right now. I'm not pushing like at all. As soon as my heart rate starts spiking, I kind of back off. Popping out of the trees. Beautiful full moon tonight or this morning. Just hit 6 miles, which means officially now I have 100 miles to run. So we'll just call that a 6-mile warm-up. Light enough to warrant the headlamp down. Probably just about less than a half mile outside of handcart. So just nice mountain gravel road
nice and runnable. Keep the effort right where I need it to be. Beautiful morning. So stoked to be out here. That's orange. It's actually that orange duct tape right there.
To top off your water?
I got some tailwind and stuff I need to put in there. Sweet. You can plop it on the ground. Okay. That'll be filled with water.
So, just the other way.
Yeah.
Not a lot, trust me.
After leaving handcart aid, runners embark on the largest climb up to the high point of the course, Red Cone Mountain, before descending to spend a few miles on the Continental Divide Trail, and then eventually down to Swan Dyke Aid Station, around 20 miles.
Just left handcart aid, had a mandatory gear check. So we have to have emergency blanket, raincoat, poncho, a wag bag, a headlamp, winter gloves, and hat. This is a big section. I will 7 hours about until I see my crew, and then also that's when my next drop bag is. So I got a lot of stuff on me right now, and big climb. I am heading up what I believe is called Red Cone Pass. This is a steep climb. Feeling pretty good still. It's warming up now. Some really nice views up here down the valley. Guess there's some wildfire smoke that's rolled in, but beautiful morning to run 100 miles. Just shy of 11 miles in, just getting out of tree line. I don't know if you can hear that. It's a bunch of coyotes like yipping, and they're kind of sometimes not this high, so kind of interesting, but they're making a lot of ruckus, yipping and yapping. About 700 feet more of a climb, which going up just up over here, Red Cone Pass, get on, I believe, the Continental Divide, and rock the Continental Divide for a few miles until we drop down into Swan Dyke. I think that is around mile 20. First sun, getting up, going up onto the ridge there in the divide. But this is what I signed up for. Above tree line, gallivanting with the sun. Feels really nice. You know, a little kick in the butt. Getting up to, I think, what is the high point of the course. Just shy of 14 miles in, with a friend from Wisconsin. Represent, Scotty. But yeah, feeling the altitude up high, but I'm still moving pretty well. I think get a little bit of a downhill reprieve. Making our way down, kind of steep here and loose. Gonna try to protect the quads a little bit here. It's fucking steep. Hard to describe how steep that really was. I mean, it's had to have been 45 degrees or something like that. Steep, but goddamn, beautiful morning. It's Supposedly we're supposed to be getting a ton of storms like all day, starting around noon. Right now, bluebird, but Colorado can happen at absolutely any moment. Top of Webster. Now I think we're getting on to Continental Divide Trail. Ooh, Jesus, for a little bit. So back to some climbing. Continental Divide. 15 and a half miles in. Still feeling good. I'm actually kind of pulling back here and there because I'm feeling really good. I don't want to blow up. So up high above tree line here, well above 12,000 feet, probably close to 13. You know, even running kind of flats takes the wind out of you. So figure be conservative up here, capitalize downhill and below tree line. Pretty cool. It looks like we're gonna head up along that ridge line, and then I'm assuming to the left, and then I think we drop down right into Swan Dyke. Been above tree line for a while, actually all the way over there, all the way in the cirque, and I think pretty close. Gonna be dropping down in. So nice descent. Pretty much just been going uphill with short little downhills. So looking forward to a sustained downhill. Probably half a mile out from Swan Dyke aid station. I think it's 20.2 miles. Leading the race, both the 100 mile and the 100K. And there's a pretty big gap. The second person who's first place 100K. So feeling really good. You know, I have goals coming into this. So I'm trying to like keep those in sight, but also, you know, run my own race too. So feeling good. Get to Swan Dyke, do a little refresh. Maybe they got some soda or something I can cleanse the palate with. Yeah, Prius, right? Or Georgia, top of Georgia.
We have about 9.5 miles to the next aid station.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. That's perfect.
Cool. Having a good day so far?
So far, so good. Yeah.
Georgia passes.
Out of Swan Dyke. Advertised 20.2. It's like 20 and a half miles. But right on my fast pace split. Got the bottles filled. Got a little cutie. Some real food in me. Now, about 9 miles up to Georgia Pass. And there's an aid station up there. And then downhill to the crew. About 15 miles away from seeing some friendly faces. Bottom of the Swan Dyke descent, just about 23 miles in. And now it's a long, big climb up to Georgia Pass. You can actually kind of see it through there. But big long climb out of there. It's kind of getting a little warm. So I dip my hat, sponge myself down a little bit.
Just before cresting Georgia Pass, the course spends some miles along what is known as the Great Flume Trail. In the late 1800s, the Fuller Mining Company built a 14-mile wooden flume to channel over 1.6 million gallons of water to fuel hydraulic mining. To this day, there are still remnants of the Great Flume, another example of where history and adventure run side by side.
Pretty wild seeing the old mining ruins done probably late 1800s. The amount of work that had to go into getting all that material up here. Hey, 29 miles, sweet. Getting up to the top of Georgia Pass. I am pretty cooked right now. It's just warm in the sun. Taking a lot out of me, but we're moving, still hitting splits, so. Let's go. 102. Just leaving Georgia Pass aid station. Nice little reset. Took us a couple minutes there. Got some Coke. Got everything refilled. Piece of quesadilla. But yeah, needed a little reset. About 5 miles downhill now, so time to go.
I came rolling into Michigan Creek Aid Station at 35 miles, which was the first time I got to see my crew all day. Having a well-dialed crew you can trust can be essential to success. Going into the race, I wanted to focus on taking care of my feet, so I did the first of 2 shoe changes I had planned.
What about that neck thing? We're gonna,
Jacob has it.
I want
It's
it to
ready
stay
to go.
in there until it's like running.
Okay, and you put the tailwind.
And do I have any tailwind bag?
You have one tailwind bag.
You have one tailwind bag. That you
And as I was entering the heat of the day, capitalized on using an ice bandana.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're looking so strong. Let's go. Nice job,
Let's go, TBro!
Leaving Michigan Creek Aid Station, the next task is to tackle 2 more mountain passes. The first going up French Gulch and over French Pass, topping out over 12,000 feet, followed up by looping around and back over the range over Boreas Pass, and down to Terriel 1 Aid Station, just in time for the afternoon monsoonal thunderstorms.
Up and out of Michigan Creek, saw the crew. Did like a total hard reset, having a rough time. Started to feel a little bit of cramping. Changed the shoes, wiped them off, did all that. Nice little reset. So heading up the road here, and then we'll be going up French Gulch, or I guess 3rd pass of the day. Still in full French Gulch, heading up over there. Man, still in a low, but it's waves and I just need to stay positive. I remember I'll come out of it. I'm still moving. Forward is a pace. Got some cloud cover, which is very much needed. So it cooled off and went the ice bandana. Feeling pretty comfortable. But these are the clouds not wanting to see. So hopefully I can get up and over the pass. Maybe up and over the other pass before anything really rolls in. As I say that, the sun peeks out. Leave me alone. Over French Pass. No rain yet. I know I'm gonna regret saying that, but no wind. It's cooled down. Really need this downhill because I'm struggling on that up. So, 4 miles down to the aid.
This portion over French Pass was by far my favorite of the entire course. Unfortunately, this was when I was feeling at my lowest.
Down, getting close to French Gulch aid station. We're in it. We're in it. Okay, run.
Not like you now.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Have a good one. All right, leaving French Gulch, pickle, re-upped, drop bag, and ginger ale. So, on the way out, heading up to Boreas Pass. It just started raining, and I'm okay with it because kind of been waiting for it all day. Feels nice right now. Hopefully it doesn't just unleash on me. Well, it started. Cool, neat. Just hit 50 miles in and sub 12 hours. So that's pretty cool. On pace to go sub 24. Not a fucking chance. Not negative split in this one. Kind of wild because it's such a small race. I led the 100 mile and the 100K for about probably the first 20 miles. A guy from the 100K caught up. We were kind of yo-yoing. We'd chat a little bit and then go. And then we shared a couple miles together and then he looking really strong. He ran away with it now. Other than that, I haven't seen a single person that's in the race. It's kind of nice. I really enjoy being out here alone. Actually had the option to have a pacer from mile 35 on, and I chose not to take it because I kind of wanted to spend this back half, or this kind of that front half, alone, suffering alone. There's moments where I probably would have liked to have one of the guys with me, but yeah, it was nice to like spend that kind of time, especially because I was in a low. Kind of talk myself out of it. 8 miles, and then I get Adam for a good chunk. Jacob, Adam, Renee. So 8 miles alone, and then I should have someone with me all the way to the finish line. Just want to see my friends. On to Boreas Pass Road. So just this up to the actual pass, and then I descend down, but I think I'm on this road for a little bit, and then dip off once I'm on the backside onto some either mining road or single trail. It's wild to think I'm not even halfway done. I told myself I wouldn't say that, but pretty sick view of Quandary right here and the 10-mile range. So like Atlanta, Crystal, Pacific, all of those Centennials in there, and then Breckenridge Ski Resort back there. If I'm not mistaken, that is Silverheels, the namesake of the race right there. Almost to the top of Boreas. Kind of in a run speed hike, and feeling pretty good right now. This course, I feel like I've heard a lot of people kind of complain that it's like on a lot of mining roads or kind of like not single track. But I mean, I really enjoy it because it really kind of makes me feel like we're kind of running through Colorado's history. I mean, Colorado is a mining state, you know. They stopped here first on the gold rush. So it's kind of cool to explore these little mining roads and a ton of mining ruins and stuff like that. And then beautiful peaks. Not bad, not too shabby. Getting up to the summit of Boreas, and there's thunder all around. So naturally it's rolling in when I'm at another high point. They were right on the forecast. Right around 5 o'clock. Thunderstorm, I remember seeing that, so. What's going on? Hey, look at that! Ah! Sweet, guys. Oh boy, thunder's cracking all around me. But looks like I get a dip down into the trees here, so that'll be nice. Not exposed. I'm not one to be super nervous about like lightning, but all of this shit is literally like, I can hear it crickling literally right above me, and like snapping. The snaps don't seem too close, but goddamn, I can hear the crackling right above me. So I'm really glad I'm in tree line, but I don't get spooked very often by lightning, and this has got me spooked. I'm about 2 miles out from Carryall. I'm getting the full value today. It's been pouring rain, thunder all around. Trail is just a sloppy mess.
Coming into Tarryall 1, after nearly 14 miles of getting rained on, it was nice to see my crew and know that I was going to have Adam with me for the next 12 miles.
Good job.
From Tarryall 1, Adam and I would make a substantial climb and then dip down into a beautiful meadow below Mount Silverheels to Crooked Creek 1 aid station, where we would see the crew once again.
We are about 60 miles in, a little over. First place competitor right here. Woo. Keep trucking. Another 45 to go.
Picking up a pacer is always a highlight. After spending nearly 58 miles alone, it was nice to have someone along for the ride. The weather had cleared, and it turned into an absolutely amazing evening with beautiful light and views.
Stride in my turnover look. Stride, execute.
Good job. Okay, come take a seat.
Honestly, I've got everything I need.
That's literally what I was thinking.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate all you guys doing. You gotta walk into that one.
Yep, got it.
We'll get it going.
Bye.
Just left Crooked Creek 1, had the crew, and then some friends come, which was really cool to see them. Eating one of the best quesadillas I've had in my life. Still moving. So Crooked Creek, poor man's 1, and then the last really substantial climb of the day. So got that to look forward to.
Hell yeah, brother.
Coming into Poor Man's 1, along with Renee, Jacob, and Adam, my friends Chris, Ileana, and Logan were still out supporting and cheering me on. And they were just the energy I needed 70 miles in.
That's what everybody says, right?
And no one does.
70
Mile
miles
70,
in.
everyone says I'm done
If
with
you're
this.
not saying that, something down.
It's like legs feel fine, but it's like as soon as I start moving, my belly's like.
What is your belly like?
Check out this. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much.
You got it. All right, crush it.
Awesome. Yeah, of course. Keep crushing.
See you soon.
You guys.
You guys are amazing. Love you guys.
Love you.
I need to do a
Poor Man's 1, I picked up Jacob, who would accompany me for the next 15 and a half miles and on my last big climb of the race. Up past High Park 1 to the namesake of the race, Silverheels Mine. The legend goes that in 1861, in the small mining town of Buckskin Joe's in South Park, a stunningly beautiful, unnamed girl arrived in their small town. She wore a veil and a pair of silver heels. No one knew her real name, so all of the miners referred to her as Silverheels. She became the most famous dancer at Billy Buck's saloon, and all of the miners loved her. However, one day, tragedy struck the small town when 2 sheep herders arrived at Buckskin Joe's. Their sheep carrying smallpox, giving all of the miners the disease. All of the women and children and undiseased fled from Buckskin Joe, all except everyone's favorite dance hall girl, Silverheels. She stayed to help nurse the sick miners back to health, those who survived. It's said that the surviving miners went high up into the mountains to mine for precious ores to bring back to Silverheels as a payment of gratitude, but when they returned, she was nowhere to be found. It is speculated that Silverheels had caught smallpox while caring for the miners, and that it had maimed her beauty and she disappeared, never to be seen again. In honor of the dance hall girl known as Silverheels, the miners named the 13,000-foot peak after her.
That's High Park 1. Then we're going up to Silverheels Mine, where there's a wristband that we will grab and then bring back to High Park 2 to prove that we went all the way out there.
Almost at 12,000. Moving pretty efficiently. Struggle to get calories in, but
Yeah, it's not
we're working it out.
Yeah, it's not the only thing right now. It's calories. I ditched the sugar. I just can't take anymore. Shout out Logan. He thought Cheez-Its, and they were about the only thing I can tolerate right now. So keep those going. All the aid stations haven't been ready for me.
Getting there before they're set up.
Set up.
Up to the, Silverhill mine?
No mind.
Alright. Grab your bracelet.
Elevation 1264.
Silverhills.
Silverhair mine.
Yeah, right.
Do
All
not.
right. Alright. Running back to poor man's 2. Fast media guy. Taylor Brown Media. TBro. He's moving so well. We dipped quesadilla in broth and I think I brought him.
Yeah, that was
I think we found something.
okay. Pick I needed.
Coming into Poor Man's 2, I dropped off Jacob and picked up Adam once again to bring me the next 7.8 miles back to Crooked Creek Aid Station, adding in a few new miles with an extra loop, before picking up Renee, who would pace me in the final miles of the race. Back to Terreal 2 at mile 101, and then the final 5-mile push to the finish line at the Como Roundhouse.
Here on the last bit of the course with my lovely fiance Renee, pacing me the last 13 miles, but we just have one steep climb left, and then mainly downhill. Still a couple little punchy climbs, but it's feeling good.
The final 13 miles has just shy of 2,000 feet of climbing, and there is one final gut punch of a climb at nearly 96 miles, short but steep. This was the first time Renee had joined me as a pacer, and together we welcomed the sunrise over the South Park Valley on day 2. As the final miles slipped away, I knew the Silverheels 100 had given me everything I was searching for in my first 100-mile race. Solitude and the chance to push myself deeper than ever before. Ultrarunning is a team sport, and without my family and friends, this experience would have been something entirely different. I led from start to finish, 106 miles, more than 19,000 feet of climbing, and after 27 hours and 42 minutes, I came running into Como, having completed and won my first 100-mile race.